Hey man, how you going?
I'm good. How are you?
We're back in action. Yeah, I can't complain.
When did I see you last? It was like a week ago.
Yeah, we actually skipped a week.
Oh yeah, you were in Fiji.
I was in Fiji
How
for a
was
couple
it?
of days. Yeah, not too bad. Had to go for personal reasons, but yeah, it was a quick trip in and out, and we were back in action.
Did you enjoy it? Like, was it like relaxing?
Look, it's very eye-opening.
Yeah.
Just to see a lot of things. Like, for example, a lot of the families that are over there, there's no Wi-Fi
Yeah.
in the houses. There's no TV in a lot of houses.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone works hard, but they don't earn much per hour.
Yeah.
You know, if you compare it to Australia, you're looking like $3, $4 an hour.
Well,
But they're happy.
they're happy, eh?
You know, they're happy. I didn't see, my iPhone was the only one that I saw from the whole time I was there. Yeah.
Another dimension.
Yeah, it's definitely coming up. You can see there's a lot of money coming in. You know, you can see all the tourists, and you can see the big heavy industry coming in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going back in time.
It's pretty amazing. Like, it reminds me of a lot of when I go to Bali. Like, obviously, there's probably a lot more infrastructure there in Bali because of the tourism and that. But like, the locals, you just always appreciate how happy they are.
So happy.
And they're like, you know, obviously, I think they earn like something like 50 cents an hour or whatever it is, for like construction jobs. And like, they're just, I don't know, like most of them just seem so chill, so happy, so grateful. Life's just really simple.
Well, you put it into perspective here.
Yeah.
You know, people here, they're getting worked to the bone.
Yeah.
They're working hard, making a lot of money, but they're paying a lot of tax.
Yeah.
You know, I did look at their tax rates over there compared to here. Definitely a lot lower. But that's because the income is lower.
Lower, yeah. So it's all relative, I guess. Yeah. But it's more so just like what they need. Like they're just happy with no TV, no Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Obviously spend a lot of time with family, moving. Like they probably work a lot on the house and the properties and all that stuff. So they're just very active. They're in the sun.
Yes.
Like just all the simple things that we probably forget in Sydney, in Australia.
Yeah.
Because we're working so hard under, you know, office lights or whatever. It just makes you feel like shit.
Yeah, everyone's got a big plot of land.
Yeah.
You know, everyone still has water. And
They go fishing.
Yeah, like it's a lot more. Like I feel like it was a lot more relaxed lifestyle.
Yeah.
They still work, don't get me wrong. But it's more so, I think they value things differently.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about the fastest car that you drive.
Yeah, yeah.
Or the brand that you have.
No Ferraris in Fiji.
No, I didn't see any.
Yeah.
You know, but no one cares about
No one
shit.
cares. Yeah, that's right. How good's that?
You know?
What a fucking place.
But that's why people are happier.
Yeah.
I think. You know, if we bring it back home, I think at the moment, shit's hitting the fan.
Yeah.
You know, we're definitely going down a path where it's uncharted territory, especially when it comes to housing and all the new changes.
Yeah.
You know, I said this to someone yesterday or today. It hasn't even started yet.
No.
You know, the laws haven't even been given the tick of approval.
Well, the laws aren't in yet. Like they're in, but they're not active. They don't activate till next year.
Exactly, and that's why you know the market isn't moving. The market's moving downwards.
Downwards, yeah.
I saw that Balmain is suffering price losses. Like the higher end of town it's already started.
Yeah.
And it's not going to take a bit of time, but it will automatically flow down.
Yeah.
Down to the lower markets.
But considering like, you know, how, you know, recent the budgets come in and the war and things like that, it's moved significantly. So you can only imagine like over a bit of time where it's going to head.
Well, look, there's still a lot of waffle in the media. You know, the number that everyone needs to look at, which is going to be the true number, the reflection, will be stamp duty data. You know,
Okay.
That's actual physical money. It's not going to be, you know, one news channel pumping it this way or the government pushing it this way. That's going to be cold hard cash. Of how I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's going to be stamp duty data. It's cold hard cash.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a waffle from one side or the other.
Yeah.
And that will come out in a few months.
Yeah, okay. Well, that'll be interesting to see. Yeah, because rental prices have certainly gone up.
It's supposed to be $2, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
Like
gone up like $50.
$50. Like,
Yeah.
Whoever in government sitting there saying anything is going to go up $2 is talking shit, right? $2 for rent, you know, something. You know,
Who the
average-
fuck puts their prices up $2 in rent? Like, when do you ever get a new lease renewal and it's $752, not $750? Like what?
You know, and that's where it shows how detached sometimes the government is.
It's tiring.
And I get it. They were pushing their story and it had to say, look, you know, house prices are going to drop, rental prices for that reason are going to go up, but only a tiny bit, $2.
Yeah, so Albo just wants to retire, I guess. He's happy to lose his job and pass it over, really.
Look, I think he's going to be the scapegoat over the next few
Of course.
years.
Yeah, like Scott Morrison was
Yeah.
through COVID.
He's going to be the scapegoat because
Yeah.
this is going to be something that's going to be very hard to come back politically.
Yeah. It's going to take ages to rebuild.
It's going to take ages, and I don't think he'll get there before the election.
No.
And the Labor Party will work this out anyway, and they'll probably put someone else to blame.
He'll
the old
resign.
guy. Yeah. I think they'll resign. They'll do a party vote, and they'll move on.
Everyone get the shits. And the other news is, not surprisingly, that the Iran and US have kicked off again.
Officially kicked off
Between the McGregor fight and the World Cup final, as I said.
Call it.
I did call it. Whenever there's a lot of sport distractions allowed, you can expect things to certainly happen politically or geopolitically, and they have, and it's pretty safe to say that there is no deal.
There is no deal, and Trump actually went back to Congress the last few days. So what happens is he can go to war for 60 days without getting congressional approval, and then after that he has to go to Congress to appropriate money and all that stuff. So the last time this happened a few months ago, they declared the war over, and they were just sitting there, and it wasn't a war.
Yeah.
So Congress didn't have to get involved.
Yeah, and now he's saying it's a new war.
It's a new war.
He literally said that it's a new war.
So
that makes sense.
Another 60 days from like yesterday or the day before.
So 2 months of just chaos now.
So it's going to be 2 months of chaos, I think.
Yeah, which is shit because we've already seen petrol go up past $80 a barrel US.
Yeah, it went up like $10 in like a weekend.
Yeah, 9% overnight last night, I think. So that's going to hit the Bowser here, and it already has.
Yeah, I was listening to the NRMA yesterday saying that they're closely watching, the ACCC's watching. It's like, no, you're not. Like, you can't put up prices that fast over the weekend just because there's been a small spike, you know? But again, they're not going to care.
No, they don't care. They just pass it on to the consumer, which is you and I. And we're paying $2.50 a litre again.
Yeah.
Fucking happy days. Get ready for people smashing their petrol into their tank as quickly as they can, into their little buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, I think what Trump's next move is going to be, who knows? But I think he's escalating it himself. Like, you can see the tweets that he's pushing out.
Man.
You can see Iran, the media that they're pushing about killing him.
The rhetoric's changed a lot.
It's changed.
It's gone from like, we're almost at a deal, like the deal's on the table, they want a deal, to like blow them up.
Yeah.
Like literally blow them up. And Iran, as we're shown from media, they're saying, death to USA, whatever, all that sort of stuff. So, like, let's strap in.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's going to be an uncertain next 2 months.
Yeah.
Because I think, he's got 60 days. That coincidentally puts us into September, which is, he may want to smash down the markets over the next 2 months, I think, just for a big bang from September, October into midterms. I think that's what the play is. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, I've said this a few times. I don't think the midterms will happen. I think like things will get pretty serious, whether it's around like Trump's sort of health, because they have said that they want to go after him. Hopefully that doesn't occur. You don't want anything to happen to anyone really, but it's happened. Like we've seen 3 attempts at getting rid of Trump, and they're very clear with what they want.
Yeah, they want him dead.
They want him dead. They want him dead, and they've threatened things against the US from Cuba as well, around drone strikes. So like, who's to say? And Zelensky's done this with obviously the war over there, where there's been no elections.
Yeah, like the Ukraine and Russia war is still going. It's not front and center of the media, but still, you see it pop up every now and then.
Yeah,
and it hasn't stopped.
Yeah. No, it hasn't stopped. It's only gotten worse. And I think Russia's taken like 20% of Ukrainian territory over 5 years.
Well, all Russia needs to do is turn off the gas and the oil.
Yeah.
And they're going to squeeze the Europeans, which is exactly what they've been doing.
Yeah.
America's going to come to the aid by selling them oil, but it's just a big disruption because it's oil coming from the other side of the world, or gas as well from the other side of the world. Trump will happily sell it to Europe, but again, he's also, I think it's a play, pissed off a lot of Europeans, and they can see, like, even the World Cup decision with the red card, that was massive.
I can't believe he got that overturned.
Man, I think it was a power play.
Fuck, it's insane. I've never seen that before.
They said it hasn't happened in like 60 or 70 years. You know, so you can only imagine how it happened. It's like he just made a phone call.
Yeah.
And FIFA
To the president.
basically backed out.
Yeah.
You know?
They use the rule book. Apparently it's in the rule book there somewhere where they can look at things and decide to give him. The thing is, he got the red card and he still has to miss a game. But he didn't miss the game from the World Cup, which is fucking insane.
Look, they end up losing anyway, so I think...
sucked in.
Sucked in. But it's more so, I think, it's not about the soccer to Trump. Right?
Nah, it's not, bro. It's all political. It's all power.
It's all power play.
Yeah,
it's all power play. It's like, look, even though that's the biggest federation probably in Europe, one of the biggest, I can still make shit happen.
Yeah.
You know? And he did.
Yeah.
And maybe he had to give something up, maybe he didn't, maybe he had some dirt on somebody or whatever it is. He got it overturned.
I wonder if he's still going to hand the trophy out to the winning team, because that's what he said he wanted to do.
I think it's going to be too much of a risk for him.
Fucking oath it would be.
You know,
as if you do that.
Unless there's a big glass box
around him.
You know?
Like in a bubble.
Yeah. Because he was at a rally a few days ago and he stepped out behind the glass.
Yeah, and they pushed him back in.
They pushed him back in, but the glass is like, you could see it, it's like 20 centimeters thick.
Yeah.
It's proper, like.
Yeah. I can't imagine him being at too many public events at the moment.
No.
But yeah, and China's sort of just staying quiet.
China does what China does best. It just keeps going.
Yeah.
You know? China's like Switzerland. You know, it's trying not to get involved in either side. Let things play out, and they don't need to.
No.
They're just focusing on their own population, on their own people, and just building up China for themselves, which is what any leader of any country should be doing for their own country.
Yeah, he's just looking after them, not getting into trouble.
Yeah, you got Albanese here going on to podcasts.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
You know, like
the thing about Kylie Minogue, what a fucking idiot.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, and then
what
it's
a
like
stupid comment.
It's just dumb. Like,
how are you a leader?
Man, and like what gets me as well, it's like, and you know, people have gaffes all the time and they say shit they shouldn't say, but as if no one told him, you're going to go into this podcast, this is what they
done
talk
on
about.
Purpose, eh?
You know, and then it's like, come on, man, just say I don't want to answer it. Like,
he's trying to get fired. I swear. He's trying to get sacked.
No, look, I think he's trying to do what Trump did when he went to the election. He's trying to get to the voters that are a bit younger, you know, millennials, Gen Zs and all that. And he's trying to get in with that crowd.
Maybe.
But the thing is with, you know, I think anyway with politics, you got to be who you are and not cater to everybody.
Yeah,
you know,
which politician does that?
You know? But the thing is, if you try and cater to everybody, you're always going to piss off somebody.
Someone,
you know? So you got to stand your ground. You got to, you know, go to the election with the higher taxes, negative gearing changes, with all this stuff, and then people will vote on that.
Yeah, and not sell our uranium to India.
This, another one, is a thing that just absolutely blew my mind. It's like, we do not want to mine uranium in this country to give energy to our people. Right? And instead, we're just going to sell it overseas and they're going to use it anyway. You know? So is it for climate change? Uranium, by the way, is the cleanest form of, I think,
renewable energy.
Renewable energy, right? Yeah, you have waste that comes from it, but there's no carbon dioxide that gets released. So, you know, and you'll see over the next few years, as the AI trade gets a lot bigger, we need the energy. It's not coming from wind and solar. It doesn't work. It only serves a small part of the grid. You need to have other stuff within the grid. If you don't want to go to coal, you got to go to uranium.
Yeah, and we're selling all our coal anyway. So we're just selling everything.
We sell everything to everybody else.
Everything. And then we pay higher taxes. We're little bees. Just buzzing around.
Yeah, well, like the whole thing with not raising taxes, the negative gearing changes and capital gains tax, that's blatant. That's like straight in your face. We're increasing taxes and we're going to fuck you really hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I know a lot of young entrepreneurs, Australians, are leaving the country. I believe the stat was 14 to 16,000 per year. It was every 39 minutes or something like that an entrepreneur is leaving.
Well, the country is making it very hard for entrepreneurs to do anything.
Well, yeah.
Like it's...
Completely.
It's every time you try and do something, there's approvals you need to get. If you hire somebody, there's so much red tape. It's a massive job to run a small business.
It's just a headache. It's a headache. It costs too much money, and you just feel like you're just banging your head against a brick wall because you just keep forking out cash when you're trying to get free, and you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you keep changing the rules.
Yeah.
You know, if you keep changing the goalposts, investors don't like to put their money in.
Yeah.
You know, and you can see it with the property market here. it's just stopped all across the country. Even, WA is still sort of going a tiny bit, but it's come right back. SA is start to go backwards. Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria have sort of just stopped, because people don't know what's going to happen next. If you had $1 million or $10 million, what would you do? You'd do nothing.
Yeah.
Because you're like, if they're going to change it again, do something else.
You just don't know anymore, do you?
You just don't know.
Just buy XRP.
Well, crypto has been going up and down, up and down. I've been watching.
Yeah, Bitcoin's just sort of stuck around that 60,000 US, 90,000 Aussie for a while. There's a big Clarity Act thing on this Friday.
So that'll be 17th, yeah.
Yeah, 17th, which will be our Saturday here. It's in New York, so it's pretty interesting because that's the final sort of talk about it before it needs to be completely put into law.
They're taking their time, eh?
Yeah, they are. And I think that the Senate, whatever they're called, they go into their break from August.
Their summer break, I think.
Yeah, so they actually need to get it done within 3 weeks after the 17th. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens with that. I know a lot of crypto influencers are being they were saying the bull run was going to be now, and now they're pushing it to 2027, and it's just no one knows. No one knows when a bull run's going to happen, right? It's heavily manipulated.
100%.
So anyone who's predicting prices, it's just an absolute guess, really. And you get lucky if you get it right. So,
I see all the YouTubers, I see all the stuff on Twitter, Instagram. Everyone's pushing their own agenda.
Yeah, of course. And they're building businesses off the back of it too.
Yeah. If you sell XRP, if you go to an exchange, I'm sure there's a referral link. You click that referral link, you must give a clip back to the person that's influencing.
100%.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because at the end of the day, these things are tools to trade. You're going to use XRP to buy something or sell something, but the value that comes from it, the market prices, whether it's Bitcoin or XRP or whatever it is, what type of crypto it is, it's just what someone else is willing to pay compared to who's selling it. That's all it is.
Currently, yeah. Currently, yeah. Without the act coming through, that's currently how it all is. But yeah, it's it's an interesting space. I honestly think that you've got to have the mindset of if you are going to invest in something like a crypto, you've just got to be in it for the long term. If you play the short term games, you probably get burnt. A lot of people have. That's why I just stay long term.
Man, the short term stuff is very hard to make money.
It's so hard.
And I hear people all the time, I did this, I did that. It's if you're in it to make money as a trader, you got to be very careful because you're betting against all of the AI systems, all of the big banks, all people that know a lot more than you, have a lot more access to information than you have, and probably faster to trade against. It's a losing bet if you don't play it properly.
It's like playing against the casino.
Yeah, well,
really.
In the casino, there's only one game that gives you 50-50 odds.
Yeah.
Right, and that's baccarat.
Yeah.
If you're playing any other game, you're destined to lose.
Yeah, the odds aren't in your favour. Yep. But anyway, stock market is on the way down at the moment, is it?
Stock market, it sort of was going up last week.
Yeah.
Then the news over the weekend has sort of
rocked the boat
a bit. I think now that the war started, he's got the 60 days, things will go up and down over the next 60 days for the final push, of everything towards the end of the year, which I think will go up.
You reckon?
And it's coming very fast, already in July. If we say 2 months, that puts us into September. September to November is only another 2 months. So I think, that's the way the markets are going to get played.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
But back here at home, man, I don't know what's going on with politics. Pauline's gone backwards a tiny bit. She made a few comments.
She's over in the UK at the moment, hanging out with Tommy Robinson.
Yeah,
it's interesting, eh?
Yeah, you can see all the heavy money, the big money, Gina Reinhardt.
Yeah.
You've got
Packer.
You've got people picking sides in politics for their own self-interest.
100%.
That's what's happening.
Well, yeah, because they're picking her side, aren't they?
They're picking her side at the moment.
Kyle Sandilands as well.
Yeah, I just heard on the radio this morning he had an interview with Pierce.
Yeah, and so did Carl. Interesting.
Yeah, Pierce and Carl had one.
Yeah. So I think, and I heard as well, this could be just completely bullshit, but I saw that apparently Carl and Kyle have put a company together.
Oh, wow.
They've registered a company Now, this, who knows if it's true, but I saw it and I thought that was really interesting.
Man, like you got two of the biggest TV personalities
On TV.
They're going to make money.
And radio.
They're going to make a ton of money.
But also push potentially an agenda.
Look, they probably will push an agenda, but it's also, which people align with them. Those people are going to be the ones who are going to put money
It's
behind
kind
it.
of like American politics, though, isn't it?
It is.
Because if you think about, like, you had the Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens.
Same thing happens here.
What was it, Erica Kirk? Like, it was all like these Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
You know, like all these like podcast radio people that all of a sudden turns
Well, even Joe Rogan, like he was
Joe Rogan.
Democrat, and then he went to Republican.
And the UFC became, and the NRL is now becoming very political in PNG. And they're I think they want to get a Fiji team going and another New Zealand team.
Yeah, I think they will do it.
They will, 100%.
They will do it because, Australia just wants to protect its interest, which is the American interest as well at the moment. And yeah, they're going to give money to these countries that are closer to us and bring them into the group.
And the NRL one's an interesting one because I saw Albanese, I think he went to Fiji or one of those Pacific nations, and then China weren't happy about it.
He went to Fiji and then
Samoa
as well.
So,
So China's getting pissed off because they've spent a lot of money over the last few years going into those countries. Even in Fiji, when I went there 2 weeks ago, there is so much Chinese money. It's insane. And you can tell it's Chinese money. All the shops look the same, but the names on the stores are Chinese.
And it's interesting because, like, the NRL's obviously gone into America, right? They play their first game in Vegas, and ever since then, like the NRL's kind of grown and become bigger. And then all of a sudden, you have Matty Johns, who went over to the UFC in Washington, and now he's mates with Dana White and Joe Rogan. Like, there's a lot of connections there with sport and media and politics.
Yeah, well, like you've got PNG, which is up, the north of Australia on the left, right? You got Fiji, Samoa on the right hand side. You got New Zealand. These are the chess pieces.
Fascinating stuff, hey? How sport, media, politics all get sort of molded.
Well, it all comes down to money. It all comes down to money, and I'm sure these countries have bigger problems than a sports team, right? But they're going to happily accept it.
But sport is kind of like their ultimate distraction, isn't it? Because like in PNG and Fiji and all those countries that are developing, they don't have much. So they need something to be like kind of distracted. Like the PNG football team over there is going to be like, they're going to have churches for PNG football. Like they'll be like gods.
100%. And you're right there. That's what happens. It's like they need to build a stadium. So they need to build shopping centers. That's how the money comes in. And that's how the influence.
So they're turning those places that have the simple life into what we are.
Work to the bone, pay a lot of taxes.
Fuck, man, some patent detection there. But yeah, no, it is fascinating to watch the landscape change for sure.
It's moving. It's moving very fast, and I think it's been accelerated because Trump has got in over the last few years. And he's a bit more out there the way these things are done. Whereas the US usually before they still do it, but they just do it quietly.
And they distract with other things.
So.
Well, until next week.
Have a good one.
Catch you then.
Catch ya.
Bye.